You are listening to the Masculine Mindset Show, a podcast for men to develop a backbone, a masculine purpose, if you will, and get more physically attractive, and even become more mentally healthy. All you men listening, I turn nice introverts into fit, self-entitled savages, if you will. And you might even become a little cocky as a result of your G status. More importantly, you guys, I also show you how to flirt and date more women and seal the deal. Just look at the show notes. They are all on my blog articles. Let's get into the content. These are the 5 V's of the masculine mindset. Now, you guys, I'm going to be honest with you. This podcast, I really wrote an email to my newsletter, so I want you all to understand something. If you want to see my newsletters, I always put my free books in the show notes. And now on YouTube, shout out to this guy named Joshua. He's been pinning my books as a comment on my YouTube videos. So, fucking legend, that guy. Now, listen to me, brothers. New book where you can see my newsletter, right? You have to get it. Post-workout shakes for instant lean muscle. Check the show notes. Now, guys, in case you didn't know, my show is on iHeartRadio, Libsyn, Podcast Plus is the hosting provider. And I'm also on Podbean as well, because I believe Podcast Plus has a partnership with Podbean. But neither here nor there. Guys, listen to me. I'm also on Spotify as well. So let's keep fucking going. Check this out. These are the 5 V's of the Masculine Mindset Show. Man, that was a tangent. But just check the show notes. Get your free ebook, brothers, because I want you to get on my newsletter. I want you to see what I can give you in all of my newsletters, because I talk about how to be a better man, how to be a high-value man in today's dating game, but also become more physically fit at the same time. Guys, listen to me. The foundation of everything that I teach comes back to fitness, okay? I want to say that one more time. The foundation of everything I teach comes back to health and fitness. Okay, guys, let's start the podcast. Now, the 5 V's of the masculine mindsets. What does that mean, Adam? What does that mean? So, I'm going to actually get down to the 5 values now. That's what they are, you guys. 5 values. Alright? This is what I want you to understand. If you heard my podcast a few weeks back, I think it was like, if you have excuses to work out, listen to this. I know it was like something along those lines. So, let's just keep going, guys. 5 values. First one. Take courageous action daily. Okay. Your version of taking action by sitting on the couch is not taking action. Your version of reading one of my articles and acting like that's taking action, that's not taking action. Guys, I appreciate you reading my blogs, but at the end of the day, if you're not implementing those articles, then you're not taking action. Okay? So, if you are, for example, going through like top 7 best books every man must read, for example. Guys, I do have book reviews on my website. I do. In one of my book reviews, well, I talk about several books, but if you check the show notes, again, as I always say, I know, you're like, Adam, can you just get to the fucking content? Guys, I understand, but listen to me, okay? I run an LLC on my blog. I appreciate you reading my blogs, you guys. But you have to get the books to actually know what I'm talking about. I'll just list one book from that article. Money Grows on Trees by Jeremy Newsom. Last year, I interviewed him on my podcast. How Making Money Improves Masculinity. Okay? And another book that I recommend is 177 Mental Toughness Secrets of the World Class. Boom! That's a long title. Say that 5 times fast. Now, guys, check those 2 books, because those books will improve your masculine energy. But anyways, guys, let's keep moving forward. Let's keep fucking going. Now, take courageous action daily. Just remember, reading my articles doesn't mean you took action. When you take action, it means you're actually implementing my articles. Now, let's keep fucking going. Guys, second one here. Surround yourself with growth-minded men, okay? I'll say that one more time. Surround yourself with growth-minded men, okay? So, first value, take courageous action. Second value, surround yourself with growth-minded men. Now, guys, I'm going to tell all of you right now. I'm going to tell all of you that my earlier episodes, I interviewed Big Shizzler James. Check out my podcast called Why a Brotherhood Can Save Men's Lives, okay? That episode, in my opinion, is extremely underrated because people are gravitating towards mental toughness, fitness, and dating when it comes to our interviews. Again, guys, don't get me wrong, that one is a good one too, but Why a Brotherhood Can Save Men's Lives, man, not enough downloads are getting on that one. I honestly just really think you guys should check that episode out because I don't really want to go into detail on surrounding yourself with growth-minded men. Just understand this, you guys. Don't surround yourself with small minds that like to just basically sit on the chair and play video games on their computer or playing fucking Fortnite and just going to, I don't know, a website called Chatterbait and start masturbating to other couples that are basically fucking. No, that's not. Guys, listen to me. I just want to tell you about something real quick. That website is for low-value weirdos, okay? Don't go on that website. Please don't get any ideas. I can't believe I said that, but listen to me, guys. Don't go to that website. I'm telling you right now, I will call you a low-value man if you go to any cam-based websites. That is, basically, you're throwing out all of your wasted time and energy towards these people that are just filling your void that you feel that you need to get filled because you can't get it yourself. Just being real with you. But honestly, you guys, I hate to be harsh here, but just don't do that. Instead, surround yourself with growth-minded men. Okay, third one here, you guys. Third one here. Happily dissatisfied to never peak. Oh, I love this one. Guys, listen to me. This is where Adam's ego comes into the values. But I'm going to be real with you, you guys. I'm going to be real with you. You need to have a healthy ego in order to consider yourself high value. But Adam, I thought that having an ego is like not the best thing. Well, you guys, I'm going to tell you something about that. It's only wrong if you have what I call cynical superiority. That is, you actually want to raise yourself above other people because you think that you suffer more than them. Therefore, I am going to give you an example. Guys, a very long time ago, I dated this girl. She was Italian, okay? And this Italian chick, she would often compare her suffering to mine. And I'd be like, come on, like, are you kidding me? You're going to compare your suffering to mine. I don't want to hear about it. Okay, that is purely toxicity right there, okay? And again, you guys, I don't like living in the past, so I'm going to just live in the moment and tell you right now. I'm only telling you that story to really get this point across. Don't compare suffering, okay? Now, back to happily dissatisfied. Fuck, that was a tangent. But happily dissatisfied is you are happy, but you're not fully satisfied. Guys, listen to me. Did you know that a lot of people often say, Adam, you just have a face where like you are expressionless and you don't really seem that satisfied with a lot of things. I'm like, yeah, that's true. This is what I mean by happily dissatisfied. I am in a good state, yes, but I want more, okay? I'm gonna give full credit to the book Relentless by Tim Grover because that is where I learned it from, okay? Happily dissatisfied to never peak. Guys, listen to me. You need to not act like you have it all figured out, okay? That right there is the biggest ego above all, okay? I say have a healthy ego, but I don't mean have the biggest fucking ego where you think that you are the expert, okay? I'm talking to all you personal trainers out there too. Understand this, you guys. I know there are good trainers out there, but you should always be willing to grow. That's why I expanded my certifications and I got PNF certified. That stands for proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. That means, you guys, you need to have the student's mindset. Make sense? The student mindset is very simple, you guys. You want to have Kaizen, okay? What is that called? Kaizen. Listen to me. This is my shout out to the Jason Capital community, which, by the way, I worked with him years ago, you guys. True story, I did. I was in the TikTok DMs. I told this story on self-investment and self-love, motherfuckers. Now, scroll through my podcast library. Just a fair warning. You will get like a kind of smack in the face on that podcast, because that podcast is extremely aggressive. Just being real with you. But, again, Kaizen means continuous improvements over time. Okay, I'll say that one more time. Continuous improvements over time. All right? So, again, I did a little Google search here, you guys, to kind of give you some knowledge of what this term really comes from, okay? It is a philosophy or a practice, if you will, that you're making small incremental changes to improve efficiency and quality, and also overall performance. Do you understand why that's a good thing, you guys? So when you narrow down your mindset and you act like you don't need to listen to certain people about this and that, that is you basically assuming that you don't need to improve yourself. That's why you need to have the student's mindset, okay? Again, I encourage you to start learning about the value of Kaizen, okay? I'm talking about it right here. Brothers, I had to practice the hell out of my game before I got really good at banter. Just to be clear, that's an example of Kaizen. Now, let's keep moving forward. Okay, guys, listen to me right now. Listen to me right now. This is pure Adam Skoda. Pure Adam Skoda. The fourth value, okay, is live with purpose, power, persuasiveness. Purpose, power, persuasiveness, okay? Now, a lot of you, you're in your head too much, okay? You're in your head too much, and you're not communicating with other brothers that you potentially have. And you're living your lives in quiet desperation. You need to have a purpose, okay? I'm going to dive deep into all three. Purpose, power, persuasiveness. So, guys, I am regurgitating this from my own article, okay? My own article called How to Discover Your Masculine Purpose, okay? Check the show notes. Now, I want you to brain dump all of your passions. Again, don't be a person who just reads my articles and you don't take action. As I said on the very first one, take courageous action daily. Don't do that, okay? Really fucking do this. Grab a pen or a journal, or even in a Word document. Brain dump your passions. All of them. Just brain dump them, okay? Whatever comes to your mind, brain dump your passions, all right? Now, the next key tip on to live with a more powerful purpose, if you will, masculine purpose. Guys, listen to me. If you want a masculine purpose, this is it right here. Brain dump your passions and brain dump your strengths, all right? And lastly, you guys, brain dump your expertise. That is how you get clear on your fucking purpose. Now, let's keep fucking going. All right, you guys, I want to quote The Way of the Superior Man. This is a really important quote, which, by the way, those of you girls that got pissed off at this post that I made not that long ago, it was in Christmas time of 2024. These girls got pissed off at me. I'm like, whatever, chick, this is just what a high value man believes, okay? Listen to me. If you girls don't like this, whatever, I don't give a shit. Just listen to me. Every man knows that his highest purpose in life cannot be reduced to any particular relationship. Whoa, that's so fucking... God, that gives me the chills, you guys. I love that. I fucking love that. Whew, chills. Every man knows that his highest purpose in life cannot be reduced to any particular relationship. Now, power though, okay? Power is Machiavelli, okay? It is Machiavelli. Now, I don't want to talk about that dark shit today, okay? Just go get my hardcover book if you want to know more about that. Or tune into the Ask Women podcast in a few weeks. Hint, hint, just give you guys a huge teaser on what I will be talking about with Marnie and Kristen. Now, instead of talking about that dark shit, I'm going to actually talk to you guys about getting brain power, okay? Brain power, okay? First point, sharpen your mind, okay? Read daily, all right? Solve complex problems. Even playing chess can help. Critical thinking, all right? I'm going to shout out Anthony, my brother-in-law, on that one. Learn new skills, okay? You can even learn, like, about finance. Doesn't matter what you learn about. Just read daily, solve complex problems, learn new skills. That's how to sharpen your mind. Again, you guys, Kaizen. Such a brilliant mindset that I want you to develop. The student's mindset, okay? Now, another key tip here on developing brain power is to master emotional control, okay? Master emotional control, all right? Now, if you heard my podcast with Mike from The Courageous Man, 7 Ways to Pass Shit Tests, check it out. He basically says that if you get extremely good at emotional control, you can pass shit tests easily. Yes, you guys, it's very fucking true. And also, a good way to pass shit tests is to study some comedy. And notice, you guys, how comedians pass tests by just simply diffusing it with humor. All right? Now, again, third point to develop brain power, meditate. Daily meditation. Guys, I talked about that at nauseum on my podcast. Just check out Mental Toughness, Fitness, and Dating with James. Develop self-awareness. Practice stoicism, okay? Develop awareness, understand your triggers and responses, right? Practice stoicism. Do not let your emotions dictate your actions, okay? So, I'm going to go over all of that again. Sharpen your mind, read daily, solve complex problems, learn new skills, master emotional control, daily meditation to improve focus. All right? Develop self-awareness to understand your triggers, okay? Practice stoicism to not let emotions dictate your actions, all right? Now, I'm also going to talk about persuasiveness now, you guys. Persuasiveness. This right here is frame control in a nutshell, okay? Frame control in a nutshell. Guys, I talk about this in Become the Alpha Woman Wants, okay? Just get that book and you'll know what I mean. Basically, I want you to have a strong reality, day in and day out, all right? Without that strong masculine frame, you're just not persuasive. Hate to break it to you, but you're not. Okay, I'm going to actually give you guys a huge secret on persuasion. Are you ready? Everyone has an interpersonal hierarchy. Now, guys, I go into explicit detail on interpersonal hierarchy in Closer's Guide to Seduction. But you know what? Fuck it. I decided to take part of that book and put it in this podcast. An interpersonal hierarchy is your construct of reality. And that means you have a guard around everyone. The whole point behind an interpersonal hierarchy is you guys, women are screening you for your weaknesses, and they are also screening you for your fears too. Okay, I know someone in particularly that I'm thinking about right now who did that with me recently, but I don't have to really talk about her. It doesn't matter, you guys. The whole point here is girls screen if you have fear, okay? Now, this is how you persuade people. Are you ready? You need to be completely non-reactive when girls test you like that, like how I was tested recently. You guys, I'm going to give you a huge hint on how I passed. I used my eye contact, and I simply just remained calm and cool and relaxed and completely unfazed by her screening for my fear, all right? But you guys, it's very clear. Now, we know women test men. They always test men. Now, let's keep moving forward, you guys. This is how to become persuasive, okay? It first starts at lowering their defenses, okay? You need to lower their defenses, all right? Brothers, I have another podcast called 10 Ways to Spike Your Close Rate. As I said on that podcast, I basically said that you need to lower a woman's defenses, okay? And a good way to do that is to just make her laugh, okay? But, man, that was a tangent. This is a long podcast. All right. You need to just have a relaxed, confident frame of mind, okay? I'll say that one more time. Have a relaxed, confident frame of mind, and then you start leading with your masculine certainty, okay? Guys, certainty is masculine, okay? Now, we talk about power now, okay? I covered power and I covered purpose and persuasiveness, okay? Now, the last one here. Wow, that was a lot. Okay, I went over a lot, you guys. So, the 5 V's of the masculine mindsets. First one, take courageous action daily. Second one, surround yourself with growth-minded men. Third one, happily dissatisfied to never peak. Fourth one, live with purpose, power, and persuasiveness. Fifth one is to always lead with value. Okay? Always lead with value. I'll tell you guys a quick story. Now, some of you probably already know this, but if you're not new to my podcast, then I'll just give you an example. Okay? I'll give you an example. All right? I referred Hannah Spanky to Marnie of the Wingo Method. Okay? That is me leading with value. All right, you guys? And I expected nothing in return. Absolutely nothing in return. Now, listen to me, you guys, okay? How do you lead with value? Well, you want to ask about their life and their goals and their struggles, and also mirror their energy. This does tie into pacing and leading, okay? Now, this right here, you guys, is how to build relationships, okay? I'm going to reference my very first book, Become the Alpha Woman Want. Leave me a 5-star review. Peace out, okay? And remember, you guys, just remember this. You have a dark side that refuses to be tamed. I appreciate you listening to this podcast. Do me a favor and leave me a 5-star review. Now, next week, I am releasing an episode called Dark Side Visualization. If you want to truly improve your mindset, become more comfortable in yourself, if you get me, become more sexually confident and comfortable, tune in to next week's podcast, because what I need you guys to just understand that it's best that you are comfortable in your sex drive. And that's going to get you comfortable in yourself. Peace out, brothers.